This week's story's a little bit of a licorice all sorts, and hedge cutting has opened up again with the sight lines becoming dangerous and bad bends, laneways, etc. So that little bit of work has come on, so I'm doing a little job at a farm around the road here, and he's out spraying the crop. And this is a Bateman sprayer, and there she goes. And 20 minutes later he was back down the road again, but he has the spinner on, the fertiliser spinner. I think she's 180 to 200 horse John Deere engine in that Bateman, and 4-wheel steer, as you can see coming around the corners there. And you'll see it again as she turns down. So great ground clearance. That's her going over the crop, and she's not even touching the wheat there. And just over the hedge from that there's a lovely field of oilseed rape, and Barbara wanted to have a little walk through it. And this is your little seed pods here, what's between Barbara's fingers. They're just forming up there. That forms into a seed pod and carries the seed in it. And this is us walking through. Barbara is actually in the area where the sprayer has come, and that's been pushed down. It's about 7 foot tall, that, and most of the flowers off it at that stage. And even Jay was enjoying a run round it.
Good morning, folks. Well, here we are. It's a Friday morning, and I've got reduced hours from my job in the civil service to basically step up my hours here with Ivan on the farm. But hey ho, it's great to be out here in the outdoors on a lovely day like this. So the wee chore that I'm helping out with this morning is we're shifting the sheep again. The grass is growing nicely, as my dad says. April and May the grass grows with them. So we're bringing them from the wee rocky fields into the bigger field here. So we've been shifting the creep feeder and the water bowser, and now it's time to go get the sheep and have a wee look and see if there are any lambs that would be ready to go.
Now there's different products you put on the sheep to keep the flies off them, several different products, but the weather has been inclement, like showers, big heavy showers, and then dry and sunny. Bad weather for putting the product on because it washes it off. So I haven't got the right window in the weather to put that on. And then the sheep shearing man, he's booked to come in 2 or 3 weeks, and there's a 2-week period when you spray that on your sheep to repel the flies. You don't want handling them because it can be absorbed into your body. So I have about a week of a window. So I was going to spray these today, everything, but here it's big heavy plumps of rain. So, but tomorrow's forecast is better, so we'll do it tomorrow. The whole flock will be sprayed. Now, this is the type of weather where the maggots attack the sheep or hatch out and eat into the skin of the sheep. So this is the second sheep I have had to shear in 2 or 3 days because it's the second time they've been attacked. And so the best thing is just shear the wool off them. And they're not ready to shear yet. There's a certain time of year when it's ideal for clipping, and there's a serious amount of oil in the wool and it jams up the clippers. So, but we have done this girl behind me here. Anyway, see the stripes on her, that's where the maggots were eating down the side of her neck and down and over the back and down the other side. So she's got relief, although she's trimmed up very rough. But anyway, the wool's off her, and then there's no maggots on her now. So that's what we're doing. And tomorrow I'm going to do the whole flock when the weather forecast seems to be a sunny, bright day with no rain. And I will spray the whole flock with the anti-fly product. Here we have our pens set up and the sheep in it, and Any dirty tails will be trimmed, any sheep that need dosed will be dosed, same with the lambs, and finally they'll be sprayed with the fly repellent, which you put on last because you don't want to be handling when you've sprayed them with that. And that's us finished now, so Barbara's just putting a bit of lime round the paddock there where the sheep were penned up, and that keeps the bugs down. Okay, off you go.
This kind of wee treat session is not really what's advocated by sheep rearing professionals, but hey ho. Isn't that right, girlie? Hey ho. A wee bit more and that's it, all done. Good girls.
Now, I had a request from a man who came and he needed a little weather vane made up. He had the top and the bottom was rotted away, so we have made this for him. And here's the little bracket that it goes on. So just over the hedge from me here, there's a silage operation going on. And if you don't know what silage is, if you're new to this farming thing, that's just grass cut down, it's wilted for a day or so. And then the machine comes, it's mowed down, baled up, wrapped up, lifted and stacked in the yard. And then you just run the Stanley knife round the bale, take the plastic off and feed it to your animals in the winter time. Running very nice and quiet, that machine. This is your bale here, rolled up nicely, and then the machine puts this, it's called net wrap, around it. A few laps of that around the bale, that holds it together. Then when the man comes with the wrapper, it lifts up into the wrapper and covered up. This is your new roll of plastics, you just ran out there at the end.
I don't know the price of it.
What price is a roller wrap, John?
I'm top secret. Depends who you are.
Yeah, everything has skyrocketed in price this year.
Here we go, and the new bale. Got a nice dry silage today. We would normally put 6-ply wrap on all this. There we go. You have to get 24 spins on the table. to put the 6-ply wrap on. At the moment we're putting net on the bale with the baler, and then we put all the plastic on with the wrapper here. But hopefully from next week we'll have a new machine coming that will do all that job in one go. We'll purchase a new machine to put the plastic on the bale instead of net, and then put more plastic on the back end. It's all in one job, and it's only a one-man job instead of a two-man job. So that's the plan at the moment. We're going to get it all to come together. It's just to cut down on time and manpower to give us a wee bit more time for heading and rowing up and stuff. We'll now do a lot of carting and stacking bales for customers, which has turned into a big job because there seems to be less help on farms now. Every farm seems to get busier where there's cows to look after. You need a lot of time spent with cows and stuff. So we get called in to do the mowing and heading and raking and baling and wrapping and even stacking now. So
Working on a farm up at the crack of dawn. Jump out of bed and get your overalls on.
Get your overalls on.
Sheep